Previously, on the Tales of Auros. The story began when a lone wanderer stumbled upon a truth shared by the arrogance of the guardian of the dunes. A truth never meant to be shared. Yet, it had made its way through word of mouth, and into an ear which should have never heard. And this fatal mistake could mean the end of the world. It was nighttime in the city of Nadalop, and in the Hall of Throne, footsteps echo as Rommel makes his way to the king's chamber, not for talks nor anything of the like. He approached the king's chamber for a purpose much darker. There lies the king in his slumber, a king who stood for peace and nobility. As Rommel walks upon the king in his bed, he starts thinking to himself, a king who smiles while the world hardens. You chose to rule with kindness and made us weak. This world needs a spine, not a heart. Rommel, with a cold face and vile intentions. Long live the king. News of King Mysop's death has reached every corner of the city by the next morning, and the royal spokesperson, with a black banner to signify that terrible news has befallen the city, stood on the black podium to address the situation clearly to the people of Nadalop. The public crowd was filled with fear and whispers till the spokesperson took their attention. "Hear ye, the spokesperson calls. "I come to you with the saddest of news, for our brave and noble King Mysop has passed away in his sleep last night. Let us mourn his death, let us be silent for his death, for this city has been heartstruck. May this rainy day remind us that either blissful times of growth may be ahead, or that this may be the birth of the darkest of times ahead." Later after the announcement, Mysop's body was taken to the Tombs of Kings room, a room where kings are placed in their designated tombs after their time of death. Rommel, along with other nobles, gather around Mysop's tomb, and Rommel takes the stand on the king's death. "Men, today we gather to remember a soul who led this city-state through decades of peace and stability. King Mysop was a wise and gentle king. He truly held on to his beliefs and ideas of peace in this world. This speaks volumes of man. This shows truthfulness. It shows that he was a man who always kept his word. He is a man of action and not just blatant words, and he showed us the result of his leadership. Indeed, it was a valuable result. Stability, which is why we must carry on his policies and legacy." Within a swift moment after mourning the death of a king, Nadalop crowns its greatest threat. Rommel, seeing all the cheering, starts to think to himself. They see a savior, someone to lead them from the fallen ashes of the former king. Someone to guide this city-state down the same path. I will guide them and this city to glory, just not the way they would exactly expect. People of Nadalop, I humbly accept the crown and vow to do whatever is in my power to keep Nadalop safe from harm, that the long-lasting stability we maintained will stay. "Oh, it appears that the time has come for the General Guardians meeting. They take quite the time. Stay safe, mythical one. Not that anyone could ever get to you anyways. Goodbye." Rommel, now king, wasted no time showing his hunger for power. He gathered the 15 highest-ranking military officials, not for preparation of war, but for a legendary quest. Men, in the past, you have stood idle like statues around the city treated as decor. You meant no purpose. But today you are no longer just decor. You will serve one of the greatest purposes in the history of Auros. A purpose that, if fulfilled, will earn you a name in the books of history. Beyond the dunes of Demrot, in the jagged mountains of the west, lies a land untouched. A land that beholds the mythical Legends Valley, which holds a key to incredible power. We march not for conquest nor war, but for a power to secure Natalop's safety for thousands of years to come. For now, you men are to gather a total of 300 of your strongest men, for this pathway may be the most cruel and dangerous quest you will ever partake in. So, Dominion of Guardians, what is this general meeting going to be about?